Developer contributions are intended to ensure that developers make appropriate provision for any losses or supply additional facilities that are required to mitigate the impact of a development in the local community.
Aberdeenshire Council processes more Section 75 agreements than any other Scottish local authority. In the last 5 years, of the 900 affordable housing homes delivered in Aberdeenshire, 600 were delivered via Section 75s, and we secured over 143 million in developer obligation for key infrastructure such as new schools and community facilities.
The Scottish Government's response to the Aberdeenshire Council Planning Performance Framework 2016-17 highlighted that planning performance was being impacted by the time taken to conclude Section 75 legal agreements. This was evidenced by a year-on-year increase in the number of legacy applications and the time taken to process planning applications with legal agreements.
In 2016, I was part of a Scottish Government short life working group. This produced a document, Planning Obligations, 10 Good Practice Points. Following that exercise, my team and I wanted to further improve the process for concluding Section 75 agreements at Aberdeenshire Council. We realised for this to be successful, we had to engage with the key stakeholders, both internal, such as affordable housing, education, finance and planning, and perhaps most crucially, the development industry and their agents. Together, we analysed past transactions to identify the causes of difficulty and delay in the Section 75 process. We found that solicitors on both sides were constantly committing resources to repeating the same legal debates on the same points again and again, points which were common to all Section 75 agreements. We decided to address this duplication by producing a standardised Section 75 template. Prior to the template going live, we held a final review event where representatives of key internal and external stakeholders met to formally sign off on this new approach. This event worked extremely well, with agreement quickly reached on the standard templates. The success of the event led to the establishment of the Developers Legal Agent Forum.
5 years ago, before the establishment of the Developers Legal Agent Forum, it's fair to say that there were tensions between the council officers and legal agents as to who should draft and take the lead in negotiations over the terms of planning obligations, especially Section 75 agreements. We didn't fall out, but it was quite clear that the process didn't work and wasn't efficient. The establishment of the forum was a masterstroke to get us all round the table. It is a very useful forum and an innovative idea of the council officers. It brought relevant legal agents in a room together and allowed a full and frank discussion about templates and styles, and a general discussion about what was working and what wasn't working well in the process, with pragmatic solutions being delivered as well.
The introduction of a standardised Section 75 template and its accompanying explanatory guide has helped to demystify the Section 75 process for legal agents. By setting out the standard, non-contentious clauses in a consistent and easy to understand format, legal agents can focus their time on the more complex and unique legal matters that arise with each development, allowing these to be resolved more expeditiously. Overall, this has made the Section 75 process significantly quicker, easier and less painful to complete.
Our approach and culture at Burness Paul is about being human and high performing, being collaborative and collegiate with council officers in Section 75 agreement negotiations is simply an extension of that culture. Quicker negotiation and conclusion of Section 75 agreements leads to a quicker consent being issued to a client, and that keeps clients happy and also helps the council's performance statistics. It's a win-win situation.
Our ongoing Legal Agent Forum has introduced a platform for understanding and openness between all stakeholders in the development process. I have personally seen a significant improvement in the tone of engagement between my team and local agents. Dialogue is more open, friendly and good-humoured, making the whole process more enjoyable and satisfying overall. Instead of getting complaints, we now get compliments.
In terms of measurable benefits, we have achieved a significant reduction in both the number of outstanding legacy applications and in the overall time taken to determine planning applications with legal agreements. This improvement is evidenced in Aberdeenshire Council's Planning Performance Framework 2017-18.
The forum allows us to inform legal agents of relevant developments in council and national policy and legislation and to discuss their implications in this context. This has led to mutually acceptable legal solutions being proposed and agreed in the room, and good practices have been subsequently shared by local agents within the wider development industry and by Aberdeenshire Council on platforms such as HOPS and Solar.
In terms of transferability, the positive benefits following the introduction of the Aberdeenshire Legal Agents Forum inspired me to establish a National Developer Obligations Forum. We meet 3 times a year to share best practice, discuss common issues and overcome challenges. This has been warmly received and the number of participating authorities continues to grow. And of course, this provides me with an ideal platform to advocate for this open, transparent and collaborative approach to working in partnership with the development industry.
This is a forum which is unique to Aberdeenshire Council at the moment, but could be, and in my view, would be very useful for other local authorities to follow. The Council's initiative to engage is very welcome.
New property development is a significant priority for Aberdeenshire, enabling a wide range of economic benefits, including the delivery of affordable housing and essential infrastructure. We are proud that our improvement activities aid the Council in better delivering on these aspirations, ultimately helping to improve the quality of life for its residents.